I'm Sean Dominy, the incoming president of the Ohio Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers, and I'm here with Blaise Cotter, the chair of the Public Policy Committee. Blaise, what exactly does it mean to be chair of the Public Policy Committee?
Well, it's a deep honor first to be one. I am the chair of the public policy, so what we do is we try to be a voice for the OACDL in public policy issues, especially with the legislature. We want to make sure that the OACDL has a voice that's befitting its membership and the amount of enthusiasm and experience we can bring. So our job is just to take a voice on all of the hot topics of the day and make sure that we can try to ensure that the criminal defense bar has an adequate and loud voice in public policy matters at the legislature.
And I understand that you have some prior experience with the legislature. Could you tell us about that?
Certainly. I've always been very interested in politics in the legislature, and I started off in 2011 working in the Ohio House of Representatives in the Speaker's office, working in the policy and legislation arena. So I worked with the lawyers helping to draft and research legislation. And then after law school, I was lucky enough to be hired by the legislature to be the staff attorney for the Criminal Justice Recodification Committee. It was a joint committee set up by the Senate and the House to completely redo the entirety of the criminal code. So for the better part of 2 years, I worked with the Legislative Service Commission, researching, drafting, and eventually writing a brand new law that covers all the criminal code. And in the meantime, worked very closely with members of the legislature, judges, and the political branch in trying to shape this. So it's been a wonderful journey, and it's nice to get to know some of the legislatures down there.
So the theme of the seminar is the rock stars of criminal defense, and the title of your presentation is "You Can't Always Get What You Want." So how does that inform your approach to your role as the public policy chair?
Well, I think it's a perfectly appropriate title because the theme is that legislature, when it's working properly, when it's working as our founding fathers intended, is a great bastion of debate, discussion, and compromise. So we as criminal defense lawyers know that we are not going to be handed the unilateral pen to rewrite criminal law. But what we can do is effectuate some real meaningful change by just explaining in common sense terms what we're facing practically. Legislators, for the most part, are not criminal defense lawyers. They don't know what we go through. They don't know the realities on the ground. So what we can do is help nudge, change, and educate the law, but we're certainly not going to be the dictators who get to rewrite it or the people who completely are able to effectuate exactly what we want. So moderation, compromise, and even more importantly, education is the key component of what we're doing.
That sounds like a sound strategy. So since the people are watching, could you give them just a few more details about what you're going to say at the Superstar Seminar?
You know, I'd be happy to for about 30 minutes at the Superstar Seminar. But unfortunately, there's no more sound bites. It's more of an in-depth discussion and concentration on what's going on. So we very much hope that whoever can will come and join us and get the full details.
Well, there you have it. Blaise says, no free milk. You got to buy the cow. If you want to buy that cow, you want to come to the Superstar Seminar. It's on October 4th, and it begins at 9 o'clock. It will be held at the Audubon Center in Columbus. And the night before, there is a reception, and you've probably seen another video about the reception. And so we hope that you can join us for both.